In this video I'm going to share with you my top 10 tips on how to win Egg Wars on Cubecraft. Now, I'm no stranger to playing a game of Egg Wars. In fact, I've won a few games over the years, so I thought it would be useful to compile a list of tips on how to win the game. So who am I to be given tips, you may ask? Well, I've played for a while and I win the vast majority of games. In fact, I've got thousands of wins in all modes of Egg Wars, but I'm currently number 3 on the Eggwars Solos leaderboard and top 40 in Egg Wars Mega. So I kind of play a lot, and I've learned a good few tricks over the years that I'm more than happy to share them with you. We'll do a top 10 then. If you guys decide you want more tips, just say so in the comments and I'll do another video. Honestly, I've got a lot of tips to share. So let's get started. Coming in at number 10 on my list, covering your egg in Egg Wars is pretty much pointless. This is especially true early game. You're there busy putting blocks around your egg that I can break instantly, even with a 1-iron pick. But even worse, you're not gearing up to fight me, and you can't get to my egg to put me at the disadvantage. By the time you've covered your egg, anyone rushing will have armor, blocks, and possibly a sword, and you'll almost certainly have nothing. You'll be pretty much defenseless, and this will probably lose you the game. Honestly, don't do it. Simply don't bother, as it's just not worth the effort. It's probably one of the main reasons why Egg Wars players lose, especially during early game. The only time you should even consider covering your egg is if you see someone rushing in without a pick, but that's exceptionally rare. Obviously in team modes it's worth covering your egg with obsidian, but other than that, in my opinion, it's simply not worth the bother. At number 9 on my list is safe bridges. There is very little point making these. If you can't stay on a single block width bridge, then I'd recommend either just playing more to practice or run around in a practice world and get used to only needing a bridge, a single block wide. Safe bridges just waste time and they often help your enemy. It's harder to knock the enemy off a 2 or 3 block wide bridge, especially with a bow. Only safe bridge if it's late game and you need to not get knocked off yourself. Although to be honest, it might be better to Pearl or Elytra, and these give you the added advantage of surprise anyway. Number 8, the high ground. This one is pretty simple. If you don't have the high ground, get the high ground fast, then go in fast before your enemy has had the chance to get up to your level. Getting the high ground almost always gives you the advantage, although do ensure that if you drop down, especially from height, that you have the chance to use a golden apple, as you might need it. I've lost count of the number of times having the high ground has won me Egg Wars games. Coming in at number 7, the element of surprise. Always seek to use the element of surprise. I've killed players far better than me by surprising them, and you can too. Just, well, don't do it to me, okay? Thanks. If another player hasn't seen you or is surprised, they probably aren't ready for the fight, and this gives you a huge advantage. Sneak up on them, drop down on them, pearl to their location, or even use an elytra to get to them fast. Number 6, don't third party. If you come across 2 players fighting, wait and clean. They'll be low after a fight and much easier to take out. In the words of Phil Swift, it's probably a bit scummy, but, well, you're here to win, not make friends, and it's a perfectly legit tactic. Come back, Swifts. We love you. We're halfway through, but stay tuned until the end for a special giveaway. So, coming in at number 5, block escape routes. When you're about to destroy your opponent's egg, don't give them an opportunity to escape. Do your best to block their escape routes. I use TNT for this all the time, or if you have a good pick and can do it safely, destroy their bridges on your way to their base. Number 4, jack of all trades. Learn to use everything in the game. Get to know how to use ladders. They're insanely useful for getting to players fast, for breaking your fall from heights, for making it just slightly harder for anyone to follow you, or even sometimes for clutching. Maybe build an offline world for practicing to use ladders, and you'll get good fast, and Chief Aaron will be super proud of you. Learn how to use ladder towers and wall builders effectively. And I don't mean for building lazy walls around your base so that you're unable to see anyone rushing you. Seriously, don't do that. But do use them as a tactic in PvP to overcome your opponent. The Diamond Roblox did a video using them, and I'll put that in the description. How to win at Egg Wars. Top tips number 3. Learn to PvP. This one almost goes without saying. The better you are at PvP, the more games you will win. Go fight people in the battle arena, learn how to eat just at the right time, and depending on your platform, learn how to W tap, block clutch, block spam, jump reset, etc. Also, know when to run away. If you aren't going to win, then it's often better to not take the fight, but to come back better prepared. Or be super scummy and bow them off or surprise them on a bridge. Winning is everything, right? Number 2, get armor, #buy leather armor. To be honest, I can't believe that I even need this as a top tip, but it's utterly unreal how many players run around the Egg Wars map sometimes, even with a diamond sword, and expect to win in a fight. Leather armor is super cheap, unless some plankton has chosen hardcore mode. don't be that person, so there really is no point in not getting it. And as for those players that buy only a single item of leather armor, well, to be honest, I don't think there is much hope for them. Add it to the top of your favorites list, and always buy leather armor at the very start of a game. So finally, number 1 on my list of top 10 tips for winning at Eggwars, the one you've been waiting for. Learn to God Bridge. This one is absolutely essential on Bedrock, and you won't find a single top-tier Eggwars player that can't God Bridge. If you have to, build a world for practicing this and be sure to watch related Noobs' God Bridging tutorials. I'll link to them in the description. Try to learn all of the different ways to God Bridge. Personally, I can't do all of them because I play in VR and you might not be able to if you're playing on touch controls, for example. I can't stress this enough. Learning to God Bridge is one of the single biggest advantages on Bedrock, and especially Cubecraft Eggwars. Bonus tip: take your time. If you leave a map of typical Eggwars players alone, they'll find all sorts of imaginative ways of killing themselves. Sometimes I play entire games where I don't go near anyone, and they all somehow manage to kill themselves, leaving me to win. I kid you not. Well, that's all for my first ever top 10 tips video. I hope you liked it, and if so, please drop a like and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. If you want another 10 fabulous tips for winning at Eggwars, be sure to let me know in the comments. I have a ton of tips to share, and this really is just the tip of the iceberg. Oh yes, I almost forgot the giveaway. The first person to say Prof's top 10 Eggwars tips in my Discord will win a rank of their choice on Cubecraft. A link to my Discord is in the description. Good luck. If you're still here, I hate recording voiceovers, and you may notice that my voice sounds a little different to normal. Well, I'll spill the beans. I used a voice cloning app to clone my voice, and now I just have to use text-to-speech to generate voiceovers. It's not perfect, but I'm kinda hoping it will help me make videos far more quickly. Please let me know what you think in the comments. Most importantly, have fun and be unpredictable. See ya!